Alright, so this is going to be kind of like a unique video, and I'm only making this right now because I'm currently a little sick, as you can probably hear it. But I just want to talk about this concept because it's something that I've always wondered what people think about it. I'm also going to have to be doing a lot of cuts because I have to keep clearing my throat and gotta take some sips of water because my throat's so dry. But anyways, I just want to use this video to kind of talk about my experience with this topic and, is it even a good idea to do self-improvement while you're sick? Because usually when you're sick, you're supposed to be resting. But the thing is, a lot of good habits on self-improvement are kind of restorative in a way. Like I'll take meditation for example. That's not something that's very physically demanding. You can do meditation pretty much anywhere at any time. So I don't think that you should just give up on all your habits. But of course there are some habits that you probably shouldn't be doing. Like I'll take exercise for example. You're probably not going to be going full blast or even going to the gym while you're sick because you don't want to be that guy who's sick at the gym. Like, come on, don't do that. But I think a lot of it depends on how sick you actually are. So I might sound kind of bad. I'm not actually that sick. Like it's just, some congestion, a little bit of a dry throat, but that's it. Like I have no like fever or cough or anything. So, I mean, if I was that sick, I wouldn't have sat down and set up the camera. But in my situation, I was feeling well enough that I was still able to do my exercises, maybe not as well as I wanted to, but I'm still able to do it. And also I'm not really feeling any worse. Actually, I feel kind of better after my exercise because it kind of opens everything up. But on more of the lighter habits like reading or just meditating, anything that doesn't really require any physical activity, I would say, yeah, you can do it. Go for it. Now, again, this depends entirely on what kind of illness you have. I mean, if you just have a cold, you can still do a lot. But I think most of the habits that you do are just a big it depends. It really depends on how sick you are. Now, there's also a good side when it comes to doing self-improvement habits while sick, because the thing is, if you're sick, you're probably not going out very often. I mean, I haven't left my house in like 3 days because, well, there's nothing I can really do. But this gives me time to catch up on things like maybe reading a different book that you've been putting off, or even just catching up on something you've always wanted to do. Like maybe you want to play a new game or something, or there's a movie you want to watch. The thing is, you don't have to be doing good habits all the time. I think it's a good thing to actually use this time, like it's like a downtime, to just restore yourself and do things you've wanted to do. I think it is a good idea to prioritize rest. Now, I kind of have a weird stance on this where I have enough energy to work out, so I'm going to work out. I know I probably shouldn't be doing that, and like maybe I'm delaying my recovery by like a day or two, but in the end, like it feels good. I'm not really hurting myself, so I'll just do it. I mean, if like I'm actually like bedridden, like I'm not gonna go blast a chess session, right? Like that doesn't make any sense. But I think another thing is it's good to use this time to kind of focus on even your diet or your hydration, right? I mean, when I like right now, I'm drinking like 6 to even almost 7 liters a day of water just because of how dry my throat is. Like it's not even like intentional. It's just like I need to keep sipping just to feel good. Like I've had to take so many cuts while making this video just to go for a quick sip because it's just so dry. But yeah, it's good to just chill back, listen to a podcast, and just not have to do much. Because the thing is, you have every other day while you're healthy to do everything, and it's not very often that you get to just sit back and do nothing. So may as well just take advantage of it. Now, of course, I feel like I gotta put this disclaimer, but don't push yourself too hard either. You do want to recover and rest. I mean, you don't want to be sick for a long time. And if you push yourself too hard, you're probably going to delay that. No one wants to be sick longer than they have to. I know I don't want to be. I want to be recovered within like 3 days if I can. I'm probably at the peak of my sickness right now. Like, I mean, this is like the worst I feel. And I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be the worst I will feel, which isn't that bad actually. My body's gotten a lot better. And I think just like eating healthier and doing healthier habits has kind of strengthened my body in a way. I know that sounds really weird. Now, this is probably related, but since I started self-improvement, I get sick way less often, and even when I do get sick, it's way less intense. Like, I think the last time I was like actually really sick was early last year, and I had COVID. And even then, that didn't last very long. Now, I mean, I did get food poisoning earlier this year, but I don't really want to count that because that was my fault. But yeah, I think to kind of wrap this video up is use that time to just do things you love, do things you want to do, catch up on some good stuff like a good podcast, even sleeping. Like just if you could sleep more, I would probably do that over anything. Like I've been going to bed earlier these last few days, like getting like an extra hour of sleep, and even just that extra hour, it feels amazing. Holy, don't sleep on rest. It's just so good. Alright, anyways, I don't want to drag this video on too long because like I actually should rest up myself, and I really hope that you learn something from this and that next time you get sick, or even if you are sick right now, you know, maybe take it easy, do some small habits, do even some more habits if you're feeling up to it. I mean, if you want to go for a quick, like small workout, why not? If you got the energy and you're not feeling horrible, I don't see a problem with it. Now, of course, I'm sure there's going to be some doctors or some medical professionals who are going to disagree with me, and I don't know, man. It's everyone can live their own life. I'm just doing what feels good for my body, and I felt fine. I don't know. All right, we'll keep doing some good shit, and I'll see you guys in the next video when I'm hopefully not sick.